Hey guys, what's up? Shin0555 here. Back with another drawing video. It's Sunday, so I'm legally obligated to make a drawing video. And today's video is going to be on Elephant Mario from Super Mario Wonder. And this video was highly requested by Ricky, the Mario Pokemon fan named 3553. Thank you so much for the request. I know you really wanted to see this one. So here it is. We're going to be drawing Elephant Mario here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That always helps me out. And other than that, let's get our pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright, so everybody get your pencils and let's jump into this. So Elephant Mario isn't actually very hard to draw. I think he's somewhat on the easier side. He's just really like a big series of circles. So to start off drawing it, what we're going to do is draw the first circle right here like this. Make it nice, decent size, and then after that, we're going to get like a real big circle underneath it. This is going to be where his body is. And then we're going to get another circle right about here for an arm. And it's going to kind of just like curve into there like that. His other arm's going to kind of be down here like this. And he's going to have a foot going out here and another leg going out here. And then his feet would just kind of be right on the bottom there like that. And then for his trunk, it kind of goes in like an S curve like this. But it'll be just like a big circle that just kind of curves up and around like that. And that's pretty much good for the gesture. So if you have something that looks like this, you should be pretty good. So now I'm going to jump into the face here. If you want to, you could draw the crosshairs in. They'd be something like this. Like that. We see a little bit more of this side of his face. So what I like starting off with is let's just jump into his nose here. So his nose is actually, or the trunk is actually pretty easy. So I like starting off with like kind of like a nice circle because I want to get this nice round shape as we go in. But basically all we're going to do here is start right about here. And you're just going to draw a nice long kind of curve line that curves out, kind of curves up like this. And it's going to kind of curl back in up to here. And then it's going to go down to about there. And then it's going to kind of curve in. Ooh, I think the light's going to go out. Curve in and up to about there. And then right about, or before we draw on this line, we're going to start, and like I kind of have that curve, that circle here. We're going to leave a little bit of space in between this line and the start of this one. But this line's just going to curve over. It's going to have like a slight dip in before curving around and then in like that. And then you can connect this line to there. So that's pretty much it for his nose. Again, it's not like too crazy of a shape, but something like that. And just to finish it off, you can draw a nice little curve line right here, and then a short one here, and another short one on that side. And that's pretty much it for the nose. And then from the nose, we could go straight into the mustache here. So a little bit before this line ends, so I'm going to start right about here. We're just going to draw a nice little curve line that goes up, and then it's going to go down into a bump, and then we'll get another bump. And then we'll get like a half of a bump here, like that. And now that we got that down, we can start drawing in the eyes. So the eyes are these nice big circles. We're going to get one here and one about there. And then, and again, the eyes are just circles, so you could just draw a nice little circle there like that. And then one on here. This one's going to be a little bit more of an oval than a circle, just because it's kind of more on an angle. But once you got that down, you could draw a nice kind of curve line, like a nice C shape, making like a smaller circle looking downwards. Same thing here, just a nice smaller circle looking downwards like that. And then we'll get one more right here. And again, these touch the edge here, and then a nice little curve line there like that. And then we're going to get a nice little half circle here. And then we can shade that in. And then we get another little half circle there. And shade that in as well. And now we can zoom out. Now we can start getting into his like head shape. So what we can do here is get a nice big circle here for his cheek. And then from his cheek, we're going to start right about here on the circle. and just draw a nice curved line that curves down, and then it's going to wrap around and go over like that. And then for the top of his head here, you're going to have a line that kind of dips inwards, and then it's going to just, I'm going to draw this light just to get a gesture in, but it's going to curve around and then kind of in there like that. But now what we're going to do is start right about here and draw in his ear. So his ear is actually pretty simple. We're going to start right about here and then just draw a nice little curve line that curves out here. Then it's going to curve around, so you're going to hook it in, and then it's going to just curve kind of straight into the cheek there. And now here what we're going to do is get a kind of like an S curve, so it's going to curve in, out, and then in like that. So there's his ear. And now for his hat line, it kind of just goes off of here, so we're going to start right about here and then just draw a nice little curve line that curves in to that line there like that. And now we're going to draw on the hat. So the hat's actually pretty easy. So we're going to just draw a line that starts on this line, and then it's just going to go out and then curve around like that. And then starting from the start here, we're just going to draw a line going out and up, and then it's going to curve down and at the end of this line like that. And for the hat itself, it's really just like this big circle up here with like a smaller circle. So we can just draw a nice little curve line that hugs this circle going down like that. And then we'll start a little bit before this line ends and just kind of follow the smaller circle that we made, like so. And then we're going to draw a center line going down the hat because we're going to draw in the M. So in that center line, you're going to draw a nice circle right there. And that center line, we're going to draw like a V that goes down, and we get that M. And then for the M, it's just a line going up, over, down, up, down, over, and then you just draw like a bubble M. Just like that. And then lastly, we could draw on his eyebrows, which are just kind of like these crescent moon shapes. So you get a nice little curve line, and then you go up and then over like that. There's one. And another one here, up and over. There's two. And you can shade this in as well. And this one too. I didn't do it in the inked version, but you could shade in his mustache too if you want. Like that. And now what we could do here is draw in his other ear. And his other ear is pretty simple. It's just a curve line going out here, curving in like that. And then you get kind of like the start of that S curve here for that ear, but it gets kind of disappeared behind the nose. So I think his head is the hardest part about drawing Elephant Mario. So I think if you got that done, the rest is actually pretty easy. So what we're going to do here is gesture in his body a little bit more. So his body is going to be start right about here, like right, not touching his nose, a little bit off. And there's going to be this nice round kind of shape that goes down here. And it's going to go out and then kind of curve up a little bit here. So you get kind of like a bean shape near the bottom. Something like that. But we can draw on his arm now. So his fist is going to be right about here. And then his arm, again, just kind of curves in. But it's kind of like this just curve line going in. We'll get like an oval for where his wrist is, and then another curve line, just curving in and over right about there like that. So you get something like that in, and now we could just actually just jump into his arm because it's kind of in front of everything. So what we could do here, we'll start with his hand first, is we're going to get like an oval for the thumb, and then we're going to get like a nice little curve line right here with a series of 4 circles going down it like this. And then those 4 circles are gonna, or like from there, you're gonna kind of curve it in. We're gonna go down and then over, and then we get kind of like the fist shape. And now I'm just gonna go into detail here. So I'm gonna start right here, and we're just gonna draw a line going down, and then over, and then in like this. Then here we're gonna have like a nice little curve line, almost follows the oval that we have here. And speaking of the oval, we can start drawing in the thumb by following the oval. Going over and then in like that. And we'll get a nice little curve line here for like the bend of the finger. Like so. And then here what we're going to do is just get a bump, a line curving out, and then going up like this. one going up and out, and then the last one going up, around, and then into this line right here. And I'll erase the guidelines so it looks a little bit clearer. And a little tip on the fingers, you don't want them to be all on the same line. I'll explain what I mean in a second while I just kind of redraw that in. So basically when I draw this one here, it's going to go over and then up. This one's going to be slightly shorter than this one, so it's going to go over and up. And this one's going to be slightly shorter than this one, and it's going to go over, up, and around like that. And then once we got that done, we can draw in a nice little curve line that wraps around the glove like that. And then we could just darken in this line for the arm, and then just darken in that line like so. And we can zoom out here. And now we could draw in his overalls. Since we know where the arm is, he's basically going to have like kind of like a rectangle going down here, and then one kind of going off of here that pops off a little bit. And then it would curve over like this, get a line going across like that. And yeah, it's good for the gesture, so let's jump into detail here. And you pretty much follow this, except at the bottom you go into like a V here as it goes up, and then you're gonna get a nice little circle right there with a nice little curve line to show it's like a little button. And then you're just gonna draw another line that hugs this outside line very closely like that. And then pretty much the same thing here. You are gonna get like a little bit of a bump here, and then it's going to curve in and then over. We're going to get that curve line going here. And then this one is just going to go down, and then you get a little bit of that triangle, or that V, and then it'll curve up, like so. We can erase this middle line. And then we're going to get a little bump right here for the button. I'll erase. Kind of clear it up. Little bump right there for the button. And then here you just get a line that goes down and then over like this. It just follows the one side there like that. And now we could just follow this kind of curve line that we have here. Curve it in like that. And you want to make it nice and round. So we can erase all of this stuff. And then here, this line right here, it's going to go straight into his leg. So we're just going to get kind of like a leg shape right here. That's going to go up and around. So I'm just going to draw that in. This one just goes straight into the leg here, and then goes up to about there. So we just curved it down, over, around, and up. You can erase this little line right here. I want to round that off a little bit more. Okay, now before we jump into the legs, there's one more part we need to draw here. It's this little curve line connecting up to the arm there. And now we're going to do very similar to right here. We're just going to draw a line that hugs the edge of the overalls there, like that. So that's all good. Now we could draw in his feet. So we got the pant leg right there. Now what you're going to do is extend this line out a little bit, and then basically just draw kind of like a curved, like rectangle type shape that goes around it like that. And then here for the foot, it's broken up into two parts. So we got this kind of like oval right here, and then we got like this flatter oval like that. So draw that in. We're basically going to combine the two shapes. So we're going to go down here, it's going to curve in, and then here it's going to curve out, kind of flatten out here before going around and then up like that. Then where like this curve is, you're just going to get a nice little curve line right here. It's not going to touch these corners. It's going to be like right in the middle by itself. And then for the toes, you basically just draw these nice little triangles, really. Like very rounded triangles. Like that. And then this foot, it's a little bit more on a curve, and we see like the side of it more. But it's pretty simple. You're just going to draw a curve line going down here. It's going to curve around and then curve up like that. And same thing that we did on the other one. Extend this line out a little bit. Draw that kind of curvy rectangle shape, and then this line's going to go down, around, and then in like that, and then we're going to get a nice little curve line that curves up like that, and then just connect it in. And then here we're only going to see 2 toes, so we're going to get 1 and then 2 like that. And then the last thing to draw in is his little tail, and it's pretty much just a little curve line that goes up here. Actually, it could be a little bit more down, and then it has like a little circle there. But to draw that in, what we're going to do is, actually I kind of accidentally did it. So we're just going to draw a line that goes up into like a spike here, and then curve down and in like that. And then here we're basically going to draw like a teardrop shape, but what we're going to do is go out and just add 2 spikes to it before going in like that. And that is pretty much how you draw Elephant Man. Oh, no, I forgot his other hand. Whoopsie. I guess technically you wouldn't have to draw in his other hand, but we're going to draw in his other hand anyway. And it's very simple. So it's basically going to just be like this curve line going down. We're going to have an oval for the wrist is, and then we'll have like an oval here for his hand, and then the rest of his fist is going to be there like that. So what we could do is draw a nice little curve line curving in, round it off, and then curve it up like so. Then we'll draw a nice little curve line that wraps around there. And now what we're going to do is draw in the thumb first. So basically what you're going to do is start with a nice little curve line here like this, and then we're going to follow the oval a little bit. It's going to straighten out and go across and then in like so. And I'll zoom in a little bit more. And now here we're basically going to have like the fingers right there, and then the fist is just going to kind of curve up there like that. But to draw on the fingers, we're basically going to just draw a line going over, cross, over, and then in like that. You would have like a little bit of a curve line in there like so. And now here you're just going to get like a bump and go in. Get a line going over and down, and then one more going over and down like that with a nice little bump. And there you go. There you have his second hand. Again, it does look a lot better with the second hand there. So I would recommend drawing it in, but if not, you can erase this. If not, I think the picture still works. So, yeah, that's how you draw Elephant Mario from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I will put the sketch that I just did up here like so, if it'll stay. Maybe there's too many pages. I usually don't do them landscape. Okay, these are definitely not going to stand up by themselves. So I guess I'll just have to, like, I haven't done this before, stand up with the camera. But there you have it. There's the inked version that you have on the left, and then the sketch we just did on the right. So, yeah, I don't think Elephant Mario is all too hard to draw. But let me know what you guys think. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to write that in the comment section below. I also take requests. Just leave that in the comment section below. Other than that, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That really helps me out. And I will see you guys next Sunday for another drawing video. Alright guys, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.